Hi there, and welcome to my next video on my YouTube channel, Natural Harmony with Lorelei. Today I'm welcoming you in this video from a beautiful piece of nature once again. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to share I'm going to flip the screen soon and share where I am walking and show you nature. What the topic was, what I wanted to talk with you about whilst walking in this beautiful piece of nature, is that I believe I experienced anyhow that it's so important to understand why you're feeling exhausted, where your tiredness is coming from, where your energy drains you, because it's not always the obvious. I find out it's the sneaky ones that really drains me more than ever. It's not the obvious. I don't know, hard work, or I've been going to sports, or um, I had to help somebody who's really cost me my energy. That's pretty obviously obvious why you feel drained, why you lose your energy, why you are feeling exhausted, to say it bluntly like that. Um, and I believe I learned that it's so important to realize that what it is, because it's little sneaky habits or things that I find out that are the ones that cause those exhaustion and that tiredness, and more than the big ones, actually, the big obvious ones. So it's the little sneaky ones, the little things that slide in, that is very important. So I want to talk with you about that whilst walking where I am walking, sharing that with you. And just in case you haven't seen anything of me yet, of course you heard probably already that English is not my mother tongue. I'm doing my best, but I will have some probably bloopers where I use the wrong words at the wrong time, or some grammar mistakes. I hope you can see through that and still enjoy what I'm showing you and what I'm talking with you about. So I'm going to flip the screen now, and I'll see you on the other side. Right, so here I am, showing you a little bit already, and I believe it's fantastic. I always enjoy coming here in different. It's a big nature resort actually, and it's a reserve, or I don't know how you call it, but it's beautiful here, and there are so many places and paths and tracks, trails and stuff like that. So it's endless, and it's still in Little Belgium where I live. Of course, during my recordings, I will also start going further up the road. I intend to go to the seaside soon, and I will show you videos from there as well. But coming back to the topic of what I wanted to talk with you about today was, finding out why your energy feels off. And as I said, it can be little habits. I find out for me personally that it's a lot of my habits, sometimes my choices that I make, um, and um, and also some social rhythms that really could drain me a lot. And I took a little bit of distance from that as well. I slowed down my social life actually, and as you can see, I'm here, and it feels so good. It feels so good, and because I had some real signs, if you can call it, why my energy was draining me, was my energy was draining my energy went away, and I these little things that I noticed, like, oh, Lorelei, you're on the wrong path again here. You got to do something about this, because tension is building up here, and exhaustion is is coming through. And for me, it's like I can feel, when I notice, I feel drained already after little simple interactions with people, whether it's private or business. It doesn't really matter. If it's exhausted, and I feel like, oh, I just want to go home and close the gate behind me, close the door behind me, and just that's it. I've just had it for today, or for the next few days, really. And with that comes the feeling that I feel that I need more space for myself, more space than I've had for the last few weeks, probably. Not even months, because I can't let it come that far, but a couple of weeks can slide in easily, because I also have three young adult children, and they all still live at home, and it's great. We're having a great time, all of us, and and I love them being living at home still while studying. It's great, but sometimes it does bring more social interactions than I really care for. But yeah, so be it. And I just have to keep it under control, and learn to say no. Not this weekend, guys. You have to find another option, or go to somebody else's place. and that works for me. It helps me to slow down. And another big one, of course, is feeling quickly more irritated than usually, and our tension in my body. That's another big one. The irritation is probably not so much me. I don't tend to quickly take it out on somebody else. I can feel irritated, but yeah, I try not to take it out, as I said, on somebody else, because why should I spoil somebody else's day or moment with my irritation? That's just not so much a part of my character. But I can understand if it happens to you or to somebody you do know. But I don't know if any of this, what I've been talking about so far, is resonates with you. I'm not sure. You can always leave a comment and tell me about your energy drainers. We can all learn from it if we read it. And I will sure comment on this as well because I'm curious how other people deal with this. And but coming back to the tension in my body, I even feel it when I go for these walks. That then, especially when I go for these walks, I feel like I'm how tense I actually am because it takes me it takes me a little 15 minutes, 20 minutes walk before I actually really can just calm down and start to really enjoy and start to take a few deep breaths, and then I feel the tension that's in my shoulders, in my neck. So that tells me I do need to go out here a lot more often than I used to do, and I am doing that actually. I'm in my early 60s, and I think it's well, it doesn't have to do with age, but for me now, I come to a moment that I say, well, it's time for me now as well. Again, raising my three kids by myself from a very early young, or from a very young age actually, and I think I've well, to say it proudly, I think I've done a good job, and but it's time for me and take care of the tension in my body and try not to have so much anymore. So what I want to take care of more is like I want to notice when I'm a little bit off, when I'm out of my natural rhythm, rather natural, when natural harmony is being under attack, and that's I want to notice it sooner rather than later than what I used to do. I used to ignore it a lot, keep on pushing through, uh, or have to headstrong, go for it, don't stop because I have to succeed in this or in that, and I always enjoyed every minute of it, raising my children, but the mama bear moments, they take their toll sometimes, and I'm still proud of it, but they do take their toll. So now I am more alert on asking myself, which moments do me leave energized, or which leave me exhausted, and 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 who or what actually I believe feeds my energy again and my attention and my creativity. I find myself being pretty creative now, starting my YouTube channel. It started a few years ago. I started writing, and my daughter really encouraged me in that as well. And I wrote poems, and she, as being a young adult, I was proud of it. She actually liked it. She said, "Mom, it can resonate to many people from it's ageless really what you write and what you do." So I was proud, and she encouraged me, and well, I wrote a book. It's like about 60 poems with 60 guiding letters, and it's for sale on Amazon. I'm not really promoting it here. If you want to have a look, you can find it on Amazon, but it's not about the topic. It's about I mean, selling is not my issue here. It's not the thing I'm standing here talking to you about. It's still that the poetry, writing the poetry, was the first start of me actually becoming more aware of, of my creativity when on moments that I'm not so exhausted anymore, and it's helped me to work away a lot of tension as well. So maybe you can find things for yourself that you didn't expect from yourself, even because I never expected me to publish ever in my life a poetry book. I mean, no, if anybody would ever told me that, I would call them crazy, but I did, and it made me feel proud. I haven't sold a lot of books. I haven't done any marketing for it or such a thing, but I know the few people who did buy the book. I got a good response from it, so that's fine by me. But it also encouraged me. It encouraged me to do more of these creative things because apparently I felt good doing them. And I started to write more and more. And I started to write for platform Medium and on Substack. And I got some nice response from it. And it's worldwide. And I love that. I really love that part. But as I said, mostly what amazes me so much is that, oh, don't you love this? Sorry to interrupt myself here, but don't you just love the area where I am? I think it's so beautiful. I don't know if I can catch the sun here. There he is. But it's quiet, and because of my microphone canceling the noise a little bit, is I don't know if you can hear the birds, but it's really a beautiful area, and I feel the tension draining out of my shoulders when I do this, when I am walking here. But to continue what I'm saying, of course, I'm not promoting here my creativity here, but I'm just saying that it does relieve you from a lot of tension and a lot of rushing, and it saves me a little bit from draining my energy. And one of the things I did as well is I felt guilty sometimes because I did some painting, I did some writing, and so on. And I felt guilty because shouldn't I have paid more attention to this or that, to the household, to the kids, to whatever? But they say, no, no, mom, take your time, do your thing for yourself. It's about time now. So I'm listening to my kids here, and I gave my permission to rest and to be creative, whichever I feel at the moment. And yeah, it makes me feel alive. And as I said, I'm in my early 60s, but I'm more alive probably than I'm not saying ever, but in a different way. In a different way, it's with a more of a calm feeling behind it. So I'm now going to choose in my life a little bit more depth than a constant connection with other people. I'm not so much into that. I don't think I ever have been, but I still have more connection than I sometimes bargained for. And if I do meet people now, whether it's online in responses or comments or physically, that'll be great because then I know I'll be, in one line with those people, aligned with those people, and they will be the same as me. We would not have to be looking for a constant confirmation of friendship, of connection, whatever it is. Just every now and then, and as I said, even it's in comments, it's a great feeling that somebody's out there who sometimes think about you, about what you did or what you wrote or what you said. I love that. I really, really do. And it's not that I just love it. It just shows me that I'm so much aware now of what drains me and where my energy will leak to if I don't pay attention to it. So that's what I'm not doing anything not anymore. I'm not being flippant about it or ignorant about it. I'm very aware and very alert on that. And I hope you may pick up something from this, what I just told you, and maybe you give yourself, maybe you feel also it's time for me now to give myself time to stop going for these little things and little habits that I know drain me, or maybe you can just go in search of them. Check yourself daily and do that. So um, I know living like how they say these days, living authentically like that, it's not always easy. It takes a little bit of courage, a lot of trial and error, probably. But I can promise you from my own experience that every time you choose for yourself and you choose for your energy, um, and you can reclaim a little bit more space and energy for yourself, and yeah, get some real peace, inner peace. And as I said in the name of my channel, use your inner harmony, which is so important and which should not have any leaks that drains your energy which way or another, one way or another. So with this, I can tell you I love to hear from you in the comments. I do hope you stay true to yourself and find out more and more about yourself, even when it's hard, really. And if you want to drop a comment below, please do. And I hope you're going to take good care of yourself, take very good care of yourself today and your loved ones. And for sure, I will hope to see you in my next video. Bye.